Apologies if there's a little bit of noise that you're not used to normally hearing in my videos. I'm shooting in a different location and I have my computer on, so that would be the extra noise. Anyway, I'm not sure what direction this video is going to take. It's showing records, of course, but it's also kind of a bit of an issue that I'm going to rant about, so it may not make a lot of sense. But picked up some more records, and my order for all this stuff is completely screwed because I've already shot something, just haven't edited it, that was supposed to be up by now, but that was 2 weeks ago, and that still hasn't been done. And then there's now this one that's going to go up before that, but I've also got other stuff that's been shot but hasn't been edited and uploaded. But anyway, so picked up 3 new records that weren't in the other videos that have been shot, but I'm only showing 2 because one is for the other channel. But this is Disturbed Divisive. This is limited to 1,000 on clear, and picked it up basically because it's a pretty good album. I skipped out on the last one, but I've pretty much got every single Disturbed album on vinyl. I've got more Disturbed vinyl than I do CD, which is kind of interesting considering that band came about in the CD era. But that is kind of interesting. But anyway, the main point of this video, at least with the showcase for this record, picked this up on a pre-order on a blind buy because I just happened to see it when I was cruising other stuff. And again, yeah, as you can see, it's a Walmart. So what the fuck are you doing? It's your own fault because you're doing that. And yeah, I've bought a handful of Walmart records, most notably the Donington live set from AC/DC. There was a 2 LP release on record. I had the CD, I've got the DVD, but that format for that recording was more difficult to track down, so I just bit the bullet. But with this one, I mean, as you can see, this was shipped from Walmart. You can see here in the corner there's damage. You can see, I don't know how well it'll show up, but there's damage on the spine. Again, I don't know how well that's going to show up on the camera, but in person you can definitely tell that the records have bulged out the spine on the reverse side. The spine with the label is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with this side other than that dent in the corner. But what's also weird is, again, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but there's discoloration at the bottom right there. I do not know, again, how well that will show up on camera. And there's another problem that will not show up on camera, and that's the jacket already has ring wear. Now, as you can see, this is a 3-disc set, so it's heavier than even your double disc, double album packaging. And there's also, as you can see on the label, there's other stuff that's included in there as well, making it heavier than your regular weight in the jacket and weight in the mailer, which, I mean, and I can't really complain about it because this is what, you know, they, you know, I mean, this is what they sent the record in, which, you know, you can't really complain because it's the proper way to ship these now versus the way that they used to be and versus the way Amazon used to be years ago. But this is what was shipped with the Disturbed and another Slayer record. And you know, maybe that Walmart needs to take a page, you know, I mean, that's good packaging, don't get me wrong, and maybe this is just an isolated incident. In the other video that I've already shot, I mentioned some scuffing on an Iron Maiden record that I bought from Walmart. Again, you know, stupid, what are you doing, you know, buying from them. But this and that packaging are relatively similar, almost identical, but, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not really sure, you know, where to go, other than to maybe just not buy, you know, from their website, because most of the records that I have purchased from Walmart, I pulled off the racks myself. So maybe I just need to look for another version of this. But this is just really bad, and I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go grab a knife and I'm going to go open this up live so that if there's any damage to any of the internals, you can see in video evidence that it's not being faked. I'll be right back. Okay, so this will be after a jump cut, and for that I apologize. But like I said, I hadn't planned on opening this up on camera, but I decided that that might be a good idea. Doing this one-handed, I apologize. I've got the camera also in a odd position relative to where I'm standing. As you can see, you've got bent corners. And again, this is a trifold release. Let me zoom out a little bit. Again, hadn't planned on showcasing any of this stuff, but there's the front. This is Atreus and Kratos. And I'm not really sure you know, what I could have realistically expected, but okay, these are just straight black paper sleeves. They're not even poly-lined. That's what the record looked like. Yeah, I gotta say, You know, not the best showing. You know, the argument could be made that, you know, this is more so on Sony versus Walmart for these decisions, which, you know, far be it from me to put, you know, negativity towards Sony with, you know, all the stupid decisions that they've made the past 5-6 years or so. Come on, stupid. But yeah, as you can see, even the inserts are bent. And there's a really good shot of that. You've got corner damage on this insert. You've got damage here, and you've got damage in that corner. I don't know how well that one will show up. But this is, you know, disappointing to say the least. For the price that this costs, for it being a 3-record set, it's really fairly priced, because for the price of this, most releases would cost this for well, what I paid for a double album, and this is a triple. Plus, it's got, you know, inserts and you know, lithographs and all that. But this is really disappointing on Sony's side with the manufacturing and with what Walmart did. But if this was, you know, a single LP, or if this was a double, maybe the effect would be different. I don't know, but this is really disappointing for a Walmart exclusive. And I mean, again, for the price that I paid, if this was in better condition, I would have no complaints, because I've seen double albums go for this price that I paid for this. But whatever went wrong here, they needed to do better. This is just, you know, not cool. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. If I can find another copy, which probably won't be too difficult, I'll just use this as the playable copy and keep another copy for collecting and display purposes, because this is really disappointing. I of course didn't know what to expect, really, because, you know, with video game soundtracks, you know, who knows. And I've purchased several through the years, but this is the first one with an issue. But again, I realize this is a crapshoot, because these are, you know, in this case, it's all boutique stuff mostly. So, you know, but anyway, okay, that's enough out of me on this. Sorry if this doesn't make any sense or anything, but I just, you know, disappointed, upset, but I guess, you know, don't buy this kind of stuff from Walmart. Thanks for watching.